everybody. Welcome back. This is Too Much Geek Talk. I'm Christoph.
And I'm Zach. Today we're gonna do Geek Debate. It's the Star Wars prequels versus the Star Wars OG trilogy. This is a debate that me and Christoph have had since the beginning of our relationship. Day one, I think this is how we became friends. Is just talking about these. Um, so it's going to be 3 rounds. The first round is going to be the best of your topic. You want to make your topic shine in this first round. The second round is bash the other person's topic, make it look like complete garbage. And then round three is closing remarks, your drop the mic moment, and then we stop it. And then we'll have a short little video you can watch afterwards of after the debates. Professor, do you want to take us off?
Of course. How's it going today, guys? So I want a good, clean fight. No punching below the belt, no cussing, and no chewing tobacco. Okay. So Zach, we're gonna start. Zach, we're gonna start off with you first, since you are you have the original going, the episodes 4, 5, and 6, and I'm gonna start the timer here in just a second.
Oh yeah,
So,
3 minutes per round. So I forgot to say that in the beginning, but 3 minutes per round.
right, 3-minute rounds. Get ready, get set, debate.
Okay, so the original trilogy is pretty much what started sci-fi and geek culture. It started that. It's what being a geek back then is. He can protest to that. He knows what it's like to be a geek back then. And it's very true. That's what started everything. Also, it's mostly practical effects. And what isn't practical effects in the original trilogy is the beginning of what we know as CG today. George Lucas started CG with this movie. It revolutionized movies as we know it. Then I want to touch on the fact that Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, may be the best movie of all time. Of all time. We learn who Luke's father is, which is like one of the biggest reveals in movie history, perhaps. And the bad guy wins. When does that ever happen in a Star Wars or in any movie that the bad guy wins? Hardly ever. And I know I'm probably going to come in under time. I wanted that to take longer, but I'm going to come in under time. I'm just going to end my first round as saying whatever you say about the Clone Wars show from here on out does not count. We're talking about movies. We're talking about movies. We are not talking about shows.
Sir, let me have my turn.
Man, shut up. Would you shut up?
Was that 3 minutes? Was that 3 minutes? Please.
I still have my time, sir. I still have my time.
You ended
I still have my time of 3 minutes. The Clone Wars shows do not count. We're talking about movies here. We're not talking about shows. I give up my time.
All right, we'll stop it there. Um,
Unfair.
me. There we go. Okay, Christoph, take a deep breath, chill out, and debate.
All right, thank you. So my starting argument is weak, but it is a valid point. The pod racings were cool back in the day. Let's be honest. That was very awesome about episode 1. That was very awesome. I'm gonna go chronological order just to talk about each episode, and then I'll talk about the wholes. The first episode, Phantom Menace. Come on, it's icon. I understand a lot of people hate on it because it doesn't have any Skywalkers. It doesn't have anything like that. But we do see an innocent child that later becomes a menacing man, and that arc is just beautiful to see. And let me not even begin to bring in Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, a young Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't even want to talk about Duel of the Fates, one of the most iconic space operas ever. And the ending of that movie just showed you how beautiful the Star Wars saga could be, and it actually tested Obi-Wan's faith on how if he was going to strike down Darth Maul or not, and he didn't. So it showed you the character of that man. I will talk about Clone Wars because Clone Wars was one of the best, I don't know, like extension of Star Wars because it showed you so much and it brought in a lot of what happened in Attack of the Clones, and that was a beautiful movie because it showed you how the Star Destroyers were formed. It showed you how the Emperor got his army with the Clone Wars, starting with clones and turned into stormtroopers. So you saw that whole arc. And then I will talk about Clone Wars the animated series because it helps explore the lore of Star Wars and it dives deep into it. You get more information from that saga, from those series, than you do in any of the 4, 5, and 6 that you get. Uh, let's not even talk about Dooku fighting Anakin. If you want to say a villain one happened right there in that movie, he fought Anakin and Yoda and still won. We saw the love interest of Padme and Anakin grow. We saw how the Empire came to be. Ian McDiarmid's performance was a genius, and especially in Attack of Revenge of the Sith when he fought the Jedi's at the very end, that was magical to see the Empire actually have power and kill all these Jedi's. We also saw the rise and fall of a Jedi. We saw the rise of a Jedi and the fall of a Jedi. We also saw him become a Sith Lord, and we all know who I'm talking about, Anakin Skywalker, one of the most strongest Jedi's that we ever seen. It explores more in the lore of the Clone Wars if you watch it, but we're talking about movies here, and since we are talking about movies, we're also going to explain how Obi-Wan Kenobi's growth was magical over the 3 movies. We saw Mace Windu. We saw more Jedi's than we could ever imagine, and not even Jedi's. We learned about the Siths. We learned about Darth Plagueis. We learned about Darth Sidious. Darth Plagueis learned how to create life, and his apprentice Darth Sidious killed him. And now we learned about the rule of 2 in the Sith lore. So the first prequels show so much and have so much more lore than the original boring original. The originals were great, yeah, but they lack that oomph. That's why only people only like the first movie or the second movie, episode 5.
Your time's up.
Okay, I'm gonna take my full 3 minutes. As you can see, I'm passionate.
Okay, dang, man. Okay, all right. All right.
Come out with guns blazing, sir.
All right. So who wants to bash first?
Well, I would go. Well, I would go first since we would switch off. So.
All right. All right. Go ahead. And do you get 3 minutes for this one, Zach?
Yes. 3 minutes for this.
This is gonna take him the full 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. This one I might need about 5, but yeah.
Unfair.
Hang on. Okay, you ready, Zach?
I'm ready.
Go.
Okay, first off, in the prequels, they killed a bunch of kids. Anakin goes in there and just kills a bunch of kids. How are you going to justify child murder, sir? How are you going to do that? And then Jar Jar Binks, one of the most annoying characters, probably ranked on multiple lists of most annoying characters in movie history. And the guy has not acted since being Jar Jar Binks because he got so much hate mail at that point. Go look it up. He hasn't acted ever since. Same with the kid who played Anakin Skywalker in Episode 1. Hasn't done anything because that movie ruined his career. I'll take a break from bashing you to give you one compliment on your prequels. The only good thing about the prequels is Ewan McGregor as the Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's it. You've got nothing else. That's why he gets his own spin-off, and I don't see Qui-Gon Jinn, I don't see Jar Jar Binks, I don't see anybody else getting their own spin-off, live action, not Clone Wars BS. And literally everything's CG. Everything. Everything's in front of a green screen. Before computers could even handle doing things like that. Like now, in game, things like that, yeah, I mean, they're filmed in front of green screens, but it's because they can actually do stuff. George Lucas was before his time, and not in a good way, on the CG of everything.
Innovation.
And the fact that I have to watch 7 seasons of an animated show to make sense of 3 movies is awful. Absolutely awful. No. Also, yeah, okay, cool. So you have the Duel of the Fates. You have Darth Maul, I'll say, one of the greatest villains in Star Wars history. Do you get him for all 3 movies? No, you get him for 1 movie and then he's dead. But in the originals, you get to kind of learn more about your villain all throughout all 3 movies, instead of, oh well, here's a cool villain, he's dead. Oh well, here's General Grievous, he's dead. Oh well, here's him, he's dead. Oh, that's it? They kill all, you don't even get to know anything about your villains and they're just dead. But apparently I can learn all about Darth Maul if I watch 7 damn seasons of a damn show that I don't want to watch.
Just one.
Just 1 season? Just 1 season. So I still have to watch a bunch of episodes. I still have to watch a bunch of episodes of a show, and okay, I have to watch a couple episodes to figure it out.
1 season.
Oh,
Time's up.
okay. Yep, there.
All you need
1
is the last
season. Whatever.
Tis. All you could throw shade at was the animated series.
No. Okay. All right. Reset the clock and let's go.
Okay, Christoph, your turn.
Thank you.
Go.
So if you want to talk about enemies that are villains that come in and go out, what about Boba Fett in Episode 5? Talk about that. He was one of the coolest bounty hunters, and then disappears and dies by a plant. Sir, come on, bring it out. And you want to talk about CGI? Your practical effects were so bad they had to re-release so many movies. Had to re-release those movies so many times just so George Lucas could get his image. That would have happened without CGI. That all happened because the practical effects were crappy looking. Yeah, they were innovative of its time, but they were crappy looking. Let's be real.
Don't you dare!
That lightsaber battle wasn't even in color. It was white. And they had to add the colors later. Come on, that was one of the worst. When Obi-Wan died from Darth Vader swung and pooped in the air, that was just hot garbage. It was practical effects with the sparks and smoke, but it was hot garbage. And come on, you want to talk about that? Like the stormtroopers, they can't aim. And even if you rewatch the episodes, there is a blooper where a stormtrooper walks into a door. I don't know if it's still in there, but it's in there because
it is still in there. Actually,
it's still in there, which is awesome to actually hear about that. You want to like. It is so ridiculous. Your Darth Vader that you know and love is not even the Darth Vader you actually know. It's a different actor. That is not James Earl Jones' voice. That's not his body. It was a German guy, and they took him out because his German accent was messing up the whole production. So they had to dub in another man's voice. So how would you feel if you were that actor and you go see the premiere and you don't even hear your own voice? How mad would you be? Come on, let's be real. And there was no real action from the Emperor. All he did was sat in his chair and just do this. That's all he did. It was, and I didn't even forget about it. There was incest in your movie. How are you okay with that? You talk about child murder.
Incest.
Incest.
It was a kiss. It was a kiss.
Leia knew that was her brother. Leia knew that was her brother, sir. Leia knew that was her brother.
No. That was just a kiss. It doesn't
Leia
matter.
Knew that was her brother, and she wanted to make Han jealous. That is not right. That is not right, sir. No. I resigned my time.
Well, it kind of fell apart, but that seems to be the trend of debates nowadays.
Yeah, that's how they go.
The free-for-all in the end. So, well, put that in your skillet and cook it and see what happens. What's going on.
Let's go to the.
Interesting for the first one. We'll toss it back to you, Zach, for the rest of it.
Okay, you got 3 minutes on the clock.
I thought this was the final statement. I didn't know you need 3 minutes for this.
I probably don't, actually. Probably just need a couple. Especially just to throw everything you said in the trash right now, but okay.
Okay, you ready, Zach?
I'm ready.
Go.
I had things written down for this, but after your last round, I throw it all out the window. Let's talk about this. You want to talk about remasters? If you were a true Star Wars fan, any Star Wars fan I've talked to other than you, the remasters are hot garbage compared to the originals. So much, in fact, that somebody spent hours compiling the original footage and remastering it into 4K. Yeah. Disney ruined that. George Lucas ruined his own movies. I understand that, but he ruined... I'm not talking about the remasters. I'm talking about the original trilogy. What was released in theaters? You can go online right now. Somebody has put it together. Okay.
I've seen that.
We're not that young. You've obviously seen them.
Yeah.
So, also, you want to talk about James Earl Jones not being in the suit? Half of your people are in the suit. Most of your people are in a suit. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks isn't even a person. He's in damn CG.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Damn
this
good
is
at that,
no,
too.
no,
The
no.
movie
He's
and
not.
everything?
No.
Character's annoying.
Oh yeah, use is stupid if you think that's good.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
no,
great
no, no,
animation.
no, no. Animation. Okay, that's probably why that guy quit, Jar Jar Binks, because he went into the theater. He's like, "That's what the hell they put my voice on? Oh my god, it's awful. It's
He signed up
absolutely
for it.
awful." And all I want to end it. I know I didn't take up 3 minutes, but we never take up 3 minutes. But anyways, I want to end my debate, and all I can say is there's no way to have the prequels without my movies. If my movies weren't made,
Yeah.
George Lucas wouldn't have made the prequels. So,
Okay.
that's it. Throw it out. Start the time for him. Let him do whatever he wants to do.
I'm gonna remember that.
All right, Christoph, it's your final 3 minutes. Go down in a blaze of glory, dude.
Trust me, I am. So
Oh.
you want to talk about your movies? If your movies didn't exist, my movies wouldn't have been made. That is BS. If my movies weren't made, your movies would not make any sense. Because with my movies, we found the greatest, the best scene, the best fight scene, the fight of Mustafar between two Jedi Knights fighting, two brothers fighting for their lives, for their honor of trying to trying to get the other one to turn on the other side. One was trying to get one to the dark side, one was trying to get one back to the light side. You're gonna talk about that? Though that final scene right there, I can just put that here and walk away because that's all I need. But no, I have more for you, sir. The intro of the Revenge of the Sith, one of the most beautiful openings of any movie that you ever seen, and all in CGI. And it looked fantastic. Yeah, you want to talk about Jar Jar Binks? Jar Jar was his own little myth. There's rumors that he might even be a Sith Lord, but we're not going to touch those because those are ridiculous. Yes, he was annoying, but it's just without my movies, without the structure of Clone Wars, without the downfall and the rise and downfall of the Anakin, the Skywalker arc, my movies that will make your movies look like crap. Like the reason why people shit on the prequels, excuse my language, mentor, excuse me. The reason why people, crap on the prequels so much is because they actually like it so much, but they can't shit on the originals. They can't hate on the originals. So they're like, you know what? Yeah, I like the originals, but the prequels or whatever. But I secretly like, Revenge of the Sith. So you can't say that, sir. You can't say that. You wanna throw about this like, yeah, that George Lucas messed up, but see, that's what we get now. If somebody right now goes to watch your original movies, they're gonna be very upset. Yeah, we remember how they came out. But that's not how it is when you go on Disney Plus. When you go on Disney Plus and you watch my prequels, fantastic. And you get even more because you get 7 seasons of Clone Wars, which is fantastic, sir. And you don't even got to watch all 7. Just watch the last season. Just the last season. Last 4 episodes, actually. So.
All right.
All right.
So that's the end, everybody. Comment below.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Hey,
Okay.
my battery is dead, or I would take mine out too, sir. My battery is dead on my lightsaber. My battery is dead on my lightsaber. I would have taken mine out too.
See.
Mine too.
I like how we all have one.
All right, everybody, that's the end. Little asterisk next to this. The reason that the prequels aren't, or the sequels are not talked about in here is because we can all agree that they're all garbage.
And they're too soon to talk about. So.
And they're too soon to talk about. Maybe in another 10 years. So everybody, subscribe, click like, click that bell. Thanks for watching. Watch the sequels, or no, don't watch the sequels. Sorry, watch the originals.